If y'all looking to have some fun.
Hey, Internet's Pete Monfre here for the Austin Blues Review, Austin's premier social event this Monday, March 2nd, 5:30 in Austin, Texas. And I'm talking to the one and only San Fran piano pounding man, Mitch Woods, also known as Mr. Boogie. He's back in town.
Mr. Boogie is back in town. I'm heading for Austin, man. It'll be my pleasure.
So I'm fired up for this show in particular. You know, I'm always fired up for all of the shows that we do, but this one is like I'm trying to maintain because this music is so close to my heart. I see it as like a true American art form.
It is. It's boogie woogie, jump blues is all the beginning of rock and roll. It's the birth of rock and roll, and it's my favorite music, and I love it. And ever since I heard boogie woogie when I was a little kid, I wanted to play. And I've been doing it my whole life now.
You know, I didn't tell you this, but it's one of my bucket list items. I'm going to learn how to play that particular. Now, what's the difference between that and barrel?
Barrel house is just it's kind of a combination of boogie woogie and stride and maybe even and just blues piano. It's just all those styles, I think, put together.
Mash up them.
Yeah, and barrel house, you know, was started in the old, I guess they had turpentine camps back in Texas and Louisiana, and piano players would play there for entertainment, and hence they started calling it barrel house.
Literally in the barrel house.
Right.
That people love this kind of music, and what's been interesting to me playing it for as many years as I have, it seems like everybody likes it, and you know, when young people hear it, they love it. They just have never been exposed to it. And, you know, this would be a good chance for anybody of any age, come on down and to this great event and hear some of the real deal. I'm trying to carry on that tradition here into our time. Well, and that fits so well with what we do, is really trying to keep the authenticity in the music. And you know, I want you guys to go out and hit mitchwoods.com and pick up an album or 9 or so. I think you've got 13.
I've got 13 out. Yeah.
I'm glad I counted them right. You know, one of my favorites is the Friends Along the Way, but I understand the title is pretty much how the album came together.
That's true. Friends Along the Way is my duets album. And I was fortunate enough to play with all my contemporaries. You know, I wanted to do an album of duets with my contemporaries, and I was able to get Van Morrison on there, Taj Mahal, Elvin Bishop, Ruthie Foster, Marcia Ball, a bunch of Austin folks, Kenny Neal, Joe Louis Walker, John Hammond, Cyril Neville. It was just an incredible project, and I'm very, very proud.
Yeah, there's just some awesome material on there. We just keep playing it over and over, and it's just really fun.
I have a great engineer I work with out of New Orleans, David Farrell, and he helped mix it and all that. But we recorded at different locations, and we did, you know, Van Morrison, as I said, they're all friends of mine. Van and I have been friends for about 40 years, and I asked him if he'd be interested in singing on the project, and he said yes, and I was very happy and surprised.
You weren't like looking your watch. Oh, I don't know, man. Things that I gotta do.
Not quite. I was floating on air once he wanted to do it.
That's awesome. And then Big Easy Boogie, Dave Parker. Is that the one you're working with the Fats Domino Band?
That's the one, yes. In 2001, I put together the original Fats Domino Band, including Herb Hardesty, was his original sax player, who's just recently passed, and Dave Bartholomew came in on it, who was Fats' producer and co-writer for all those big hits that Fats had, Blue Monday and everything. And I had Earl Palmer on drums, who's the most recorded drummer in America, and hence the world. He was Fats' drummer, Little Richard, on all his very first stuff. played with Ray Charles and you name it. And then went on to go to LA, become the session drummer for everyone from Quincy Jones to the Beach Boys to all the music soundtracks you hear in the movies. And anyways, it was an incredible project for me.
Well, we'll be matching them up with Mark Kazanoff, who I understand is the most recorded contemporary horn man.
Yes, I'm excited to work with them. The Texas Horns. How good.
Horn.
Yeah, so we're going to jump. We're going to get the place swinging. And,
that should be fun. This music just drives people, and I'm looking forward to that. Now, just real quick, we're having a business social event March 2nd, 5:30, nice and early. Big old parking lot, and we're going to have Texas barbecue, and we've got, I'm just calling them this isn't really their real name, but I'm calling them the Austin Blues Review Dancers. I'm going to demo. You see?
But the birth of rock and roll, I always say the founding fathers, they were all boogie-woogie piano players. Fats Domino being one, Jerry Lee Lewis and Little Richard, just to name the most famous of them. And Fats, I just fell in love with him. I've been going to New Orleans since 1981, and what I love about Fats is his music was, I mean, it's just classic. It'll go on forever. It gets you happy. Well,
yeah.
Got great horns and great piano, so all the elements that I love.
And great production for that time. I mean, some of those recordings just sound amazing.
Well, that had a lot to do with Dave Bartholomew, who was his producer. And I found that out when I recorded my album, Big Easy Boogie, when he came in to help produce. And there's a great scene. You can go to YouTube, just look up Mitch Woods, Dave Bartholomew, or Big Easy Boogie. And he's instructing me how to say. He gets on the piano, right at the piano. He says, "Open your mouth, boy, open your mouth." And it was perfect because it was a great musical education for me, and that's what I wanted.
And it's great dancing music. That's why we're bringing in these the Austin Blues dancers. They're going to cut the proverbial rug, although there's no rug there actually. It's actually a real dance floor, Texas barbecue, and one question that occurred to me is, why does barbecue go so well with a smoking band and jump blues? Think about that for a minute. Barbecue and a smoking band and jump blues. Is that
all the elements? You got good food.
I don't know why they go together.
Soulful, good food, great soulful music, and makes you want to dance. So that's it,
I don't think.
And I'm looking forward to some Texas barbecue, actually. So been a little too long since I've been down there, and I wrote Boogie Woogie Barbecue specifically about Texas barbecue. So
you can learn more about Mitch, where he's playing. You can snap up some albums at mitchwoods.com. That's the best place to do it. And hey, I've got an idea. Come out and meet him on March 2nd. We're going to be pairing him up with the Texas Horns next Monday, actually, March 2nd at 5:30. We like to do these things early. And the show starts at 7:30. So dancers might want to show up at 7:30. You want all the barbecue, the business networking, all that stuff, you show up earlier at 5:30. And I hope you'll come out and join us. I think it's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to being there. It's been a long time since I've been to Austin, and looking forward to seeing my good friends there. Boston Marshall Ball, the Texas Horns, and playing with all these all-star players. It's going to be a blast.
Mr. Boogie's back in town. That's all I had to say. Thanks, man.
See you soon.
All right.
Thanks.
I'm looking for the place they call a chicken shack. It's fine and wine is really all